Well, today is a very special day. October 29th has been marked as World Stroke Day, and it's a day to focus on the serious nature of stroke and the high rates and what we can do to prevent it and what we can do moving forward. Well, today we're going to introduce you to a gentleman who is a stroke survivor. Frank Austin joins us. He is also the founder of Expressive Café in Elmira, and he is the author of this book, When the Milk Sours, which chronicles what you went through after stroke. Thank you, Frank, for joining us.
Thank you.
You know, we first met when I found out about the work that you do with Expressive Café. And Expressive Café is specifically dedicated to helping stroke survivors who suffer with something called aphasia.
Right.
Maybe you can kind of explain for us, Frank, what aphasia is.
In a nutshell, it's a loss of language. We are very intelligent. Some of us can talk, some cannot. I don't like the word disability, but we are able, we just have to do it differently to get our message out and getting it back to us.
You know, listening to you, and you have aphasia.
Yes.
I would say, well, there's nothing wrong with your speech, there's nothing wrong, but there are times where words can get mixed up for you. You might think, you know, think interview, but say a different word instead.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
Yeah.
I do a lot of my own therapy, if you will, ever since my stroke. I keep 2 Bibles, if you will, at home. One from church, and the other is, I'm going to try this word, thesaurus. Okay? Too many syllables for me. To practice my words, to read it, and to say it, recite it, if you will.
Yeah. And that's kind of what the Expressive Café is. And this is an idea that you put together in Elmira, a group of people with aphasia who come together. It's a safe place where they can just talk about some of the difficulties they have, some of the problems they may have, but also it gives them an opportunity to practice their speech and to practice talking to each other.
And what I've seen over the past, that's now 3 years, is people who've gotten out of their home into the community, getting more confidence about their speech, that they too use that same determination now on some of their physical. I've got 2 people that decided to use the same determination in getting out of their wheelchair since their stroke. So how can I give up when I see that?
Well, I can only imagine. You know, it's interesting. I was talking to an author yesterday because coming up November is novel writing month. So, you know, encouraging people to write. You decided to write your story and put it together. And for you, this was particularly challenging, not just because writing a book is hard to do. It's hard to get it together. But when it comes to putting the words down and getting the words together, that poses a particular problem for you.
I use voice recognition to do my writing for me because I can't write by myself, if you will. It took 2 editors. One person to get the ideas together, and the other editor would be keeping me all the time to say, Frank, what did you mean to say? Just to make everything cognitively work for me.
Because sometimes you could look at something and understand what you meant by it.
Yes.
But maybe somebody else, there would be words missing or things that are reversed, that sometimes the idea is not there.
Yeah, that's why I have this quote when I'm speaking is my favorite my favorite number in the alphabet is purple. You don't understand it, we do.
You've got such a great sense of humor.
You have to.
And I think that's really carried you through since your stroke. And you're such an advocate for people that are stroke survivors, that are aphasia survivors. You even, with this book, the proceeds from this book are going to help fund the Expressive Café that is so near and dear to your heart.
Yes. Yeah. It is difficult because we don't have any funding. So just to talk a bit, if I may.
Absolutely.
It's not just my story. It's about 20 stories, not just mine. So the reality of what it's like, emotionally, spiritually, everything. Not a textbook, not from a psychologist, or, you know, we're not screwed up enough, or whatever. But their information, and put it as well as mine.
And the book is When the Milk Sours. It's available through Volumes Direct. You can go to volumesdirect.com, and also soon available at Chapters and other locations in the area. So we look forward to that.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us, Frank. It's
Thank
always
you.
a pleasure. All right, we're going to be talking about upscaling your pumpkins when we come back. Stay with us.